So hello friends, welcome you all to the Python tutorial by codeworld. So in the previous video we have seen some introduction part of the Python and what is the Python, when Python is released, and what is a case sensitive programming language, is Python is case sensitive or not, and how to download the Python, which IDE is mostly preferred, and some theory of Python and features of Python. And also we have seen what we are going to see in this full series, Python series. So basic Python, then mini project, then advanced Python, then mini project. And after completing all the tutorials, we are going at last we are going to make such a mini project which is very useful for our day-to-day life. Okay, so in today's video we are going to see a basics Python, basic syntax, and something basics of Python. Okay, so let us understand what is the basic syntax of a Python. So in Python, the syntax means just a indentation. Indentation in the sense of, like, for example, if I create, if phi is greater than 2, phi is greater than 2, then I have to put a space here, over here. You can see here, if I like print print greater, so you can, okay, is a string. Okay, so you can see here, after if condition, a colon and semicolon is there, and after that in the next line there is some space over there. I have highlighted it, so this is a space. So this is called a proper indentation to for a Python. So this is an indentation. If I run this program, you can see it, I am getting the greater. Okay, because greater is printed since phi is greater than 2. If I remove this space, so I will get a error over here. So you can see indentation error. Okay, this is a indentation. Okay, so this is must in Python. So this is only a basic syntax of Python. You have to only see the indentation. Okay, and also this is a colon here is must. If I run it, it is said syntax error because colon is not there. Okay, after every conditional statement, after this is a conditional statement. Okay, if and then statement, this conditional statement, a colon is must. Okay. So we have seen the what is the basic syntax in Python, and let's move towards what is the variables in a Python. So in a simple way, you can understand a variable are nothing but a reserved memory location. Okay, not reserved word, not a reserved word. It is variables means simply a reserved memory location to store values. Okay, let's take an example. So if I give a equals to 9, so my a is a variable which store the value of 9, and the memory is stored over a. Okay, so memory is where my a variable store, it has some heap memory. Okay, in any language, programming language, they all the variables and all the what we type, it takes some space to store the values. Okay, so this is a variable a which store the value of 9 at some space. Okay, okay, so you can see here I have taken the id of a. You can see this is the id of a. So you can in simple way you can say that a is stored at the id place of this. This is the place where a is stored. Okay, so we have understood what is variable and what is a value, what is actually mean by variable. Okay, let's take move towards how to print. Print, this is just a command which is used to print anything. Okay, so this is just print. Okay, I have taken a print in Python 2. print is directly, you can print anything like taking a quotation mark, and after that you can directly write and it will print in Python 2. But in Python 3 it is mandatory to put a parenthesis for starting, and you should put all your code in the all your statement or any variable you want to put in a print, to print that variable statement in a parenthesis only. Okay, then it will run perfectly. So you are getting it. Okay? And this is one type of print. And if you want to store any variable and you want to print it, okay, so I have taken the var equals to 2 and I want to print the 2. Okay, so you can take here print this is var. Okay, and here I will directly put a comma and take the variable var. Okay, here I have taken this var variable. Okay, so let me print it. So you can see this is a var 2. I am getting this 2 from here. Okay, so var take a value of 2 and I am calling the var over here. So it has printed here. Okay, so you can also do it by removing comma. It is a first one type also. So if another type is, if I want to take this same line I want to get and I am trying something, so this is var 2. Okay, and now I will put a plus sign over here, and okay, I will, and if I get a var call here var, it will show me some error because let's run it. So yeah, it has shown me a error because type error. What is type error means? Since this var is a integer, you can clearly see it that a var contain a value 2 which is an integer type. Okay, and this plus is an, you can say this plus, what do it concatenate the two or more than 2 string. So since this var is not a string, I can convert this var into strings by using str and parentheses. Okay, now I will get a perfect one more. Okay. So now I will get a perfectly split. So you can see this is the var 2 type 2. What the main difference why I'm using here comma and here plus? So main difference between using comma and plus, you can see when I use a comma it give me some space, some amount of space, but when I use a plus sign to concatenate the two string, it is not giving me any space. You can see a type, here is the type, and after directly no space is there, and I am getting a var value, what is 2. So you can do here like this, and if now I print, you will get a very small amount of space. Okay, if I put a space over there, so I have concatenated three string. This is first string and concatenated, and then space is concatenated, and after that this string is concatenated, which is 2 variable. So see, you can see here no space is there, but when I will run this, you are getting some amount of space over there. So this is a print type, and one type all you can try. So if I directly want to, I don't want to take a comma or a plus sign to concatenate, I directly want to concatenate that. So I will use f. Okay, f, then this sign, and inside this I will write this is print type 3. Okay, and after that I will directly give a curly bracket, and here inside curly bracket I will call this val, which is this. Okay, and I will get a return pen. So here you can try this also, while if you want to print anything while taking any extra variables. Okay, so these are the some types of the print which you can try. Okay, we will use all the types whenever which thing is required. Okay, when we only required to print just a string, then we use this, and when we required some amount of values or variable to print inside with a some string or some sentence, then we'll use this. Most preferably this is used. Okay,